So last Sunday went great, didn't it, guys? I was really happy to see that everything opened up beautifully. And what was nice is I didn't think it was going to happen. When I put them in, it was early Saturday morning, but by the time I finished the video, they had already opened up, so I was able to put those few shots in there. Today's video, I'm going to show you a couple things that are going on. New viewers, this is Water Change Wednesday. What you do on Water Change Wednesday is you leave comments below the video. I answer them there, and then I'll try to answer them here. All right, let's get into Water Change Wednesday. All right, first question. Brandon asks, he has a question about stocking. He says, what am I stocking in the Water Box 20? Well, today's a good day to ask that question. You can see in this video here, I'm talking about the star polyp, but you can see what I have in there. I do have a video, Brandon, called Inside. Nobody seemed to watch it, but I think it's pretty nice. There's some nice videography of the corals and little descriptions of what I have in there. It's called Inside. Watch that and check it out. Today what I wanted to do is show you a couple things that are going on in both tanks and the 5-gallon. New viewers, this is the 5-gallon over here. If you watched the video last Sunday, I implemented the LPS and the one soft coral. I already had a frag from my 20-gallon azenia in the back. So what I'm going to do today is go over what's going on in there. I have the surprise fish, who some of you saw in the bags, but I didn't want to say anything because I wanted it to be a surprise for today. All right, I want to clear this up. This is a question, simulated reality. Actually, it's not a question. He makes a comment about a Euphilia, a hammer coral. I put a hammer in here. Guys, a hammer in 3.5 gallons is not going to be in there forever. Once it gets too large, the sweeper tentacles, whether it's downstream or not, that's what I tried to do. If you notice where I put it, and I mentioned that when I put it in, I put it away from everything else and away from the flow, so as the flow comes by it, if the sweepers come out, they won't hit anything. Because if they touch other corals, they do sting and the corals withdraw and eventually it'll kill them. So the hammer coral is temporary. I'm going to let it stay in there, see if I can let it grow and flourish until it gets too big, and then, I don't know, maybe back to Fish Guy Mike's. Johan T asked about cutting corals. And he mentioned that he's always been a little bit nervous about cutting into them. What I showed you last week, it's very safe. You can't leave them out of the water forever. If you cut below the fleshy part on any branching coral, they're going to recover really quick because you're not cutting into the flesh. You just have to be careful not to cut into the fleshy part of the LPS. Charlotte asked for a treatment about a worm that's gotten into one of her LPS, and she wanted to know if she should treat the whole tank or what she can do to prevent this from spreading. And my answer to her was, my philosophy is don't fix what isn't broken. So although you see the worm on one coral, it may not be on the other. The other issue was I wasn't sure what it was, even from the picture. So what I like to do is just treat one. I also don't like removing things from the tank and dipping. I've kind of taken the approach over the years that part of the reefing hobby is you're going to lose some and you're going to win some. Just keep your water parameters as best as you can, and if you can manually remove the worm with tweezers or something, you might try that. Alright guys, I've scrapped the idea that the peppermint shrimp is causing the star polyp to recede. It's actually come back a little bit, so I just think it's going through a phase. It's been there 4 years now, 2 years in a 10-gallon, and 2 years here. It's spreading, it's not dying back, it's just withdrawing. And actually, I'm kind of glad it is, because it was really getting out of control. Now it seems to be stabilizing, going a little slower. Claudia didn't ask a question, but she mentioned something that would look really nice in there. It says a goni or flower pot. My only concern, guys, about putting anything more in the PICO is the space. I know you see a lot of PICOs that are loaded with coral packed, and some can coexist together, zoanthids. Certain things can touch and not be affected, but with LPS, my experience is you got to give them distance because they're going to grow also. That trumpet coral, that's going to branch out and grow. The Duncans, they'll grow. The hammer, that's going to grow. So I don't think I want to add. I have space maybe for one more in there, and I don't know what I'm going to put in yet. My other issue is the Kenya tree over here. I know that they withdraw and retract, but it's been a long time. It's been about 4 weeks this way. It's not dead or dying. I know it isn't, because sometimes it looks like it's trying to open up, and then it doesn't open up all the way. Everything else looks fine in here. Looks really good and healthy, growing, flourishing. So for whatever reason, it's just closing up. And the other little frags that came off, they're doing the same thing. It's not just the one, it's all of them. So something's going on in there with that thing. We'll have to see. All right, guys. I think that does it for this one. What do you think? I agree. All right, remember, Sunday, I'm going to do a detailed coral review. I'm going to tell you how I maintain this. Don't forget, you have to add calcium to a PICO for LPS coral. And that'll be this Sunday. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. New subscribers, thanks for subscribing. People who haven't subscribed, you probably already did, so by me mentioning it here doesn't really matter. Have a great Sunday, and I'll see you on, Sunday?